Tonight, you love music, I love music, everybody loves music, but we're going to tell you about the Gasparilla Music Festival happening this weekend. We're going to dive a little deeper than you were ready for, but that's enough from me. Hit it, Fitz!
Welcome to the What's Good Tampa Show. What's Good Tampa Show. This is where we talk about all things Tampa Bay and beyond. Coming to you from the Gimmick in Ybor City, here's your hosts, Austin and Sean.
All right, what's good, Tampa? Welcome to episode 25, and I got to be honest, this is one of the ones I've been most excited about. When I heard the Gasparilla Music Festival reached out to us, I was immediately stoked because, again, being born and raised here in Tampa is something I've known about for quite some time, and it made me feel good about the show. It feels like maybe we're doing something right.
Yeah, right?
So Grimes Cannon, you're a board member there, right?
Yes, sir, founding board member.
Thank you so much for being here today. We really, really appreciate it.
Thank you for having us, man.
Yeah.
We're fired up about it.
I want to know everything about the Gasparilla Music Festival, kind of where it started, what your involvement is, and then what's going on, most importantly, this weekend. So first, let's start by saying, how do we get a hold of the Gasparilla Music Festival? How do we find it?
Well, let's go there and go to GasparillaMusic.com. That's first and foremost, GasparillaMusic.com. Our headquarters is located at 1723 West Cypress.
Awesome. Okay, yeah. Perfect.
So, and artsy area.
Nice.
Yes,
nice.
Right. That is true.
You like our warehouse, actually.
Really?
It's legit. Yeah, it's legit.
Nice. Okay, and then the Gasparilla Music Festival this weekend. Tell us when that's exactly going on.
So that's going to start. We're going to kick off for the second time. We're hitting a 3-day run at it this year for the festival, and it's going to start at Friday at 4 o'clock. From 4 to 7, we're doing a happy hour all throughout the park. So drinks are half price. So yeah, we're pretty fired up about it. Man.
I'm even more fired up. I was fired up before.
Accommodating.
Yeah, that's very accommodating. Thank you for that. Thank you and the board members for making that happen. Yeah. Okay, so tell me now. I think before we started, you said the Gasparilla Music Festival is going on for how many years now? 8, 9, 10, 13?
11. This is
11.
Our 11th
Okay, 11.
Yeah.
If you kept saying the numbers, one of them would have been right.
You notice I skipped everyone.
He didn't even use his fingers.
Right.
So tell me how it got started in the first place.
Yeah, man. So there was a group of us who got together, I want to say roughly 12, 13 years ago, and decided with the activation of how they redesigned Curtis Hickson Park, it was time to host something, a music festival. And then we had a mission behind it. Our executive director, Dave Cox, it was kind of like his brainchild, and he brought a group together. We had a founding group of board members. And then what's exciting about this, we had 82 people who gave us $1,000 when it was it was on a conceptual and a cocktail napkin, like literally.
Okay,
nice.
So you got 82 grand off a napkin.
That's
I mean, that's pretty
we didn't
cool.
go to Vegas or anything.
Yeah,
so we fired right into our mission, and we put it together in a short amount of time, and it was pretty spectacular because there was a lot on the line, and I think at the time we might have pre-sold like 500 and something tickets, and like 5,000 people showed up.
Wow.
Yeah, it was awesome. And that set us, boom, from there, and we've been grinding, man. It's a grind to do what we do.
Oh, I bet festivals have to be a grind. So did you start it with the intent of like it will be local and always be local, or what was kind of the thought there with the musicians and everything?
No, we run it and operate it as a business. Where we even though we got together and we're very loose about like just putting together a great kick-ass music festival, we operate as a kind of a corporation where we have we had a game plan, we had a mission, we had goals, we had benchmarks that we wanted to hit, and we're modeling this to be a community-based festival, to be around for 100 years. I mean, we're awesome. Very fired up about it. I mean, similar to like a jazz festival in New Orleans. Community's got to buy in.
Yeah, as you should. This is kind of a random question. Gasparilla Music, because like anything Gasparilla, like Tampa, everyone loves it. It's the deal. Where did you like come up with the name? And obviously we know the name where Gasparilla comes from. That's the kind of not my question. Can I rephrase that? Can I just let me read that? So what I'm really trying to ask is like, so you got the name. Who kind of decided that would be the name, and then do you have to trade like? I thought Gasparilla might be trademarked, or how does that work? Does that not really matter?
I feel like it matters because out of the respect of the Umistic crew, I mean, it definitely matters. I mean, they've had the name since 1904. But however, it's more of I think the way you use it, and the way that we've used it to be in the community and to give the impact that we've given back.
Well, let's be clear too. You're going to use a word like Gasparilla and it folds or flops. It doesn't even matter. So this was something that's good. So if something's going to be consistently good, using a term like that just gives it even more clout just from the beginning.
And to be honest with you, when we were falling in March the last 10 years, or 10 festivals, 9 festivals, that it was the month of the Gasparilla Arts. You had the art festival that kicked off the first weekend. We were the second weekend. Then you had the film festival the third weekend. So, or the fourth weekend. It was a skip in between. But yeah, so that's kind of, and we ran with GMF, the branding, the logo.
Yeah,
we got a pretty tight branding, and we're very, we don't allow, like at our festival, when you walk around, it's branded only by us. It just doesn't look like NASCAR.
Sweet.
Where it's clean, it's neat.
Yeah, I will say I like the branding, and again, you guys are consistent with it, and again, I see it every single year. Like I said,
Well, we added color recently.
Yeah?
We were orange, black, and white for so many years to get started, and then we added a little mustard yellow, and then we went full on like tie-dye. It's if you see the yard signs around, another guerrilla grassroots marketing tactic that we used back in the day.
Yeah, well, it pops. So you were just getting into like what it does for the community, which I think is super important. So why don't you tell us why the Gasparilla Music Festival is so important and what it does for the Tampa Bay community?
Okay, so in general, the Tampa Bay community, everything that we do, we're a foundation, we're a nonprofit 501c3. We're operating 365 days a year for the most part, kind of like Vegas, always on. I mean, we do take some breaks here and there, but it's the Gasparilla Music Foundation. Okay, that's what's been created. That's the model. And then you have an arm of it, which is the festival, which is our big money maker drive, which is giving back to the community, throwing a kick-ass music festival, all the local artists, all the local food purveyors. That's all about.
It's your Super Bowl.
It's our Super Bowl. Oh, totally. It's once a year. It's our Super Bowl, and we get after it. And we feel like we represent the Tampa Bay community very well, which we've gotten national recognition on it. However, there's another arm of our foundation, which is the Recycled Tunes program, which is our nonprofit drive to where we give back to underprivileged kids who might necessarily not be able to afford instruments, or even schools, Title I schools.
And how do you do that?
So what we do is we get in. We it's very important to vet who you're getting in with. Just because you're a Title I school, you got to make sure that you have the teachers that are really behind their students and that really want to teach their students. Definitely. So Crestwood Elementary, Robert Constable, and then his teaching partner, they got together. I mean, they've taken their kids to America's Got Talent here when they did it, or A-List Talent when they showed. Sure. So it's now this is a great story. He started out with 4 guitars to teach like 48 kids. So these are fifth
That's
graders.
just straight passion, right?
Yeah, man. I mean, this is what I love about these teachers that we select in our 32 schools that we got into last year, which is pretty.
The board selects them?
Yeah.
No, our executive director does a lot of our vetting process. Okay. He's our everyday bootstrapped on the ground every day. It's what he's doing. And but what's great about it is that when we vet these guys, it's like he started out with 4 guitars. By the time we're still working with him, there's been one of our largest tenures that we worked with. He's got all 48 kids with guitars in their hands. Wow. Because of the fact that you're teaching a kid, they got to change guitars every 15 minutes or 5 minutes. They don't really learn. So we really want to be impactful with that. And those 5th graders, it's the last time that they'll maybe even touch an instrument unless they don't go pursue it in high school. Yeah. And we've had the best story is this one person brought up Recycled Tunes to Jamie Zinneber, founding board member, who helped spearhead this kind of arm of the foundation. Their flute kept on getting resold, or trumpet was getting resold by their dad, who was an alcoholic. Okay. So we're like, shit, man.
Yeah.
Like going in.
And this was one of our first times. This is one of our first times. This is where the touch feel. So then we were able to provide that child the instrument. They kept it over at their grandmother's where they would go and practice. So they went on to play in the high school band, and then they're going to be the first person in their family to go to college. So I mean, I get choked up about talking about stuff like that. That's kind of cool shit.
That is awesome.
That's cool shit. And by doing schools, we're really making an impact because, bro, you guys like music.
Oh, I love it, dude. Well, I was just gonna say, having a guitar as a kid. Thank God I had wonderful parents who were able to get me one. But that
you
was
play the guitar?
Yeah, that was such like a life-changing thing for me, though. And so I can get it where giving a kid an instrument could really impact their life. That's fantastic.
And you see it with these testimonials, like when they videotape it and they go in and talk to the kids. It's like, man, this is what I come to school, beat on this drum.
Well, yeah.
I mean, who knows
for sure.
What everybody goes back home for, and this is their time. They shine, man.
Dude, I just got jacked on that.
Right?
So Recycled Tunes, how do they find that if people want to get involved with that?
So you go to GasParillaMusic.com.
Okay.
Everything, we try to centralize everything. To make
it easy.
Smart move.
And then our third arm, which is really kick-ass, which I really like, is our production arm. So what we'll do, and obviously Sam has been a part of it, and the local artists have been a part of it, we actually provide paying gigs for local artists. Wow, okay. And so whether it's Sparkman's Wharf, Water Street, Sparkman Wharf, they're a big sponsor of ours, presenting sponsor, or main stage sponsor, with Coppertails presenting, And we program all the music at Sparkman's Wharf from Thursday to Sunday, and we're using the local talent, and we're making sure they get booked and they get paid.
Awesome.
We might donate or take a haircut on our fees from production standpoint, but we make sure the artists get paid.
Yeah.
And we do some pretty cool shit with that too.
Yeah.
And why not, right? You're already throwing a kick out.
Oh, I mean.
Right. And obviously by the concerts, the festivals you guys are putting on, you look for talented artists. You've got talented art. It's got a stacked roster going on. So, what if somebody wants to get involved as a musician, from a musician standpoint, to be part of Gasparilla Music Festival one day,
or take advantage of these gigs,
or kind of get involved in your ecosystem. Let's put it that way. How did they go about that?
And they'll go about that by
or do you have to go? You have to pick them.
No. We have entries. We tell people to go to gaspaриllamusic.com and they're going to find their way. Like it's Same Hues, who's going to be coming on with you guys later on. He's a local artist, and he can kind of tell you how he got involved with GMF,
that's great.
He'll give you probably the better aspect because we get from food creative partners, volunteers. Our volunteer program is so awesome. We have like over almost 1,000 volunteers, or at least 500, I think. So
it's cool.
But it's awesome and
Right.
it's powerful. And to me, it's something to where our team, what we built, because man, it was grassroots. Man, I remember being out completely disruptive, running the Gasparilla Marathon or the Gasparilla Half Marathon with no shirt, 80s things, carrying a GMF flag, and it was totally grassroots with board members getting out there, doing silent discos, being disruptive. And now, what it's come to with all that, we've grown it to where we actually are the machine, and we have the organization of the
That's
.com,
awesome.
and we have great staff and teams and stuff like that.
That's awesome,
Yeah,
man.
man, it's
So
cool.
tell us one more time again about where the Gasparilla Music Festival is and when it is. Then we do have like a fun little game we do with everyone, a lightning round, if you're up for
Cool.
playing that.
I am
So
always
any
up
last
for it.
things you want to plug, let us know that it's going on.
Well, yeah, man, listen, so it's Friday through Saturday, Sunday. It's a 3-day festival. Tickets start at Friday for like $45. You got the Black Pumas, okay? Black
dude,
Pumas
wow,
headlining
cool.
on Friday. You also have Sima Funk from Cuba, hails in Miami, unbelievable artists, Group Love. All the artists all the way down. The gates open at 4. They go to 7 for happy hour, and then it stays firing until about, until about 11 on Friday night. Black Pumas are closing it down. Now, we also, Saturday night, it's going to roll out. We start out in the daytime, usually around, I think, a 1 o'clock opening, 12:31, around that time. And then it rolls into music all night long. Revivalists, Band of Horses. Wow. We have also, I'm really stoked about seeing this Bob Moses set. It's like a house DJ, deep house. That Kylie Gardens kind of forms its own from our hip hop artists and our house music and stuff. That own little stage kind of creates its own vibe.
Nice, cool.
It's pretty cool. And then obviously Revivalist headlining, which is a strong headliner.
Wow,
We're very
awesome.
excited. Sunday, Mavis Staple, who's just belts it out, 70-something years old, crushes it still. I love her. I can't wait to hear her. And then we got Almond Betts Band. If you like the Almond Brothers, it's
sure.
their sons. They're going to be bringing it. And then
cool.
So there's and Trombone Shorty.
Trombone
Closing
Shorty,
it out on
okay,
Sunday.
awesome. Very
Again, tickets are so reasonable. It's insane. Kids 12 and under get in for free.
What?
That's another part of our mission.
12 and under?
12 and
Wow.
Because we want to be able to have the parents afford to bring their kids and
sure.
expose them to arts and
Great
culture.
call.
Our early bird ticket price is so low that it's for anybody who's even economically challenged, they can at least afford this event.
Yeah, and it's
And
worth
you don't see that
going
anywhere
to.
else in the country.
Especially with a stacked lineup like
Yeah,
this. This
that's-
is definitely something you got to do then. And can they buy them
And-
online and the
yeah.
game? or what?
And at the gate, you can walk up. VIP will sell out if you have a bunch of VIP tickets. And
Oh
you
shit! Yeah, get on there quick.
It'll be the 11th.
Dude, can you get my VIPs right now?
Yeah,
Buy 'em for me?
yeah,
You said you were going to.
And then GA, you can walk up on GA, but we always encourage it so there's no lines or anything like that.
sure.
But we're a fine old machine. Like the programming is sweet. There's no long lines. Everything runs 14 or maybe 16 different food purveyors.
I was gonna ask about
Kali
that, like
Cochino.
food and all
It's a
that.
food festival as well.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
Ty,
awesome.
Ty Rodriguez, the owner of Rooster and Till, takes very pride in to kind of how he built out
dude.
Kali Cochino.
Yep, got
We
it.
have Farrell Alvarez, a James Beard nominated chef, Rooster and Till. You got Ella's throwing out a chicken and waffle cone again.
Ella's
they
is
do one
great
thing right. The
too,
food
yep.
is insane.
Wow.
So for a big race
Dude,
fish
so
camp,
again,
doing a
if
grouper
not only
sandwich.
if you love Tampa music, if you love Tampa
Tampa,
food, this is
Tampa,
another
yeah,
place.
This is
like,
Tampa. We're grassroots, baby. This is
I
why
love
we fit
it.
y'all's
Well, and the
station
cool
so
thing
well.
is, too, this city we talk about a lot is growing so rapidly, and people are, it's things like this that
seriously.
need to be available to the people that are moving from Baltimore or Dallas or anywhere up north, especially New York, New Jersey, because there's so many people. Tampa population is growing every single week.
Dude,
It's exploding. Fastest growing city in the country.
It is. So these are things that not only are going to help the music industry and the people around, but everything else. This studio here, we're doing open mics. We're going to do some poetry events. We're going to do some. I want to do do some 60-second comic events. I do every other Friday. We do a 80s, 90s trivia. So like for me, it's like this is people that maybe will come to visit that maybe live in Ocala or Orlando, and that'll also like help small businesses like me. You open up. So like anyway, we can help you. It's like people helping people. You know what I'm saying?
By you guys just having us on it and actually just doing what you do, like you just said, doing what you do. Tampa needs that, man. They need.
It's been awesome. 25 weeks in too.
25 weeks in, nice.
Yeah, and it's a very Tampa driven. So we've been.
Even though you're from Vermont.
Yeah. I mean, again, you all see what I deal with.
At least you're about 50% of Tampa guys here.
It's unbelievable.
I am.
Well,
but I like Vermonters. I'm down with you Vermonters. That's
I've been here a year.
Well, let's bust right into this lightning round.
Lightning
if you guys
round. Let's
want
fire
to.
away.
All
Okay.
right. So here's the thing. It's kind of like a this or that game. So there's no right or wrong answer. It's just kind of what you think.
Austin, just not to jump in.
Okay.
But
you already did.
Not to be in the image of the music fest. I actually came up with a lightning round that was music driven only.
Really?
So I was wondering if we could do that instead of the lightning round of Tampa, only because not to say he's not a Tampa guy, but these guys coming on are big music guys, and I was thinking that maybe we could go through that.
Hey, you're calling the shots tonight. Go ahead.
All right, here we go. Ready? Okay. So these are all.
This better not suck, dude.
No,
I was just going to say, man, I have zero musical talent here.
Answer each category with a song. Okay, you can't repeat, and I'm going to go through I'm going to. You can't change your answers, just kind of off the top of your head. Okay. So
don't worry, if it sucks, I'll cut it out.
The name of a song. So the name of a song of a place.
Georgia.
Oh, good song. An animal.
Cage the elephant.
Okay. A number.
You know what? 7. Adele, number 7.
Okay.
There you go.
I went with song 2 from Blur.
That's a good one too.
A color.
Orange.
Orange.
Yeah. GMF.
Okay.
The main color.
A girl's name.
Bearing, my lovely daughter.
Okay. Nice. A boy's name. A song by... No, but remember, you're coming up with song names.
Well, I sing songs to her.
Oh, good. But do you name them after her?
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, I do actually.
All right, give me a song with a boy's name in the title.
A song with a boy's name in the title. Let's go with...
Does anyone in the audience have one?
I know.
Oh, Casey. What's a Dead song, you know?
Casey.
No, Casey Jones he's talking
Yeah,
about.
Casey Jones.
I like it. Profession. A profession.
Yeah,
of course. Right? Two more. A profession. Song.
Hardworking Americans.
Love it. Day of the week.
The Weekend.
Yeah, there. Nice.
I was saying
We'll
Sunday,
let that
Bloody
pass.
Sunday.
Bloody Sunday.
That'll pass. That'll pass.
All right, so that was my. We'll do it with Sam as well. See how he.
Maybe he plays the real lightning round. Oh, jeez.
Well, Sean, thanks for having me part of your lightning round, brother.
I'm trying to keep it music.
Rhymes, dude. Thank you so much, dude.
Thank you so
Just
much.
because Austin has to be all ready to go and have it ready, I like to throw a kink in the
Fitz has something to say.
Yeah, sponsor break. How about that? Quick second.
Thank you guys.
Okay,
Thank
Fitz
you
is
guys
getting
for-
tired.
Fitz.
He's been here a long time.
Right?
Thank goodness for Fitz.
All right, guys. We're taking a quick break. We'll be right back.
Bye.
Welcome back to the What's Good Tampa show. We got Sam Hues on the show today, hip-hop artist extraordinaire who actually is performing at the Gasparilla Music Festival this weekend. It's Friday, right, Sam?
Yes, sir.
Awesome, dude.
8
Well,
p.m.
dude, appreciate you coming on the show, dude. That's
seriously.
awesome. Tell us a little bit about kind of your background. When did you start doing hip-hop?
5th grade, 6th grade.
Oh, wow. So you've been doing it for a while now. I mean, I'm not saying you're old, by the way. I'm just saying. I'm sure it's been a while, right?
My
You've
whole
been
life.
Yep. Awesome, dude. So what kind of inspired you to get started in the first place? Can you turn him up?
It's all I ever listened to growing up. It was either hip hop or like Motown.
Okay.
In my house.
Yep.
So it's a soul and hip hop, and I don't know. I started off as a battle rapper,
Okay.
and then kind of got addicted to the stage. I spent most of my life on the stage doing. I
Yeah,
used to
got
be a
it.
b-boy and a bunch of other stuff. So then the world's kind of met in the middle.
Dude, that's awesome, dude. So when would you say was your launching point from saying doing it kind of, more for fun, and then you said, hey, I'm actually bunkering down and I'm getting serious with the hip hop game, and this is like my time.
I had like 2 different waves. So
Okay.
about 2011, I started doing it in a group. We got pretty far. we decided to walk away from it, and about 4 years ago, I came back to it, and that's really when it's become kind of like a career.
A group? What do you mean by a group?
I used to be in a rap group back in the day with a rapper named Vinny Virgo.
Okay, got it.
He's doing pretty well now. He's actually out in LA and stuff.
Awesome, dude. So was this all in Tampa?
It was.
So are you born and raised here? Are you
Born
from
and
here?
raised. I'm like 3 generations.
Dude, well, again, we're unicorns. Rhymes
Absolutely.
too. I mean, come on. There's very few of us. Awesome, dude. I love it. I love it. So tell us a little bit how you got involved with Gasparilla Music Festival. How does that work? Like we were asking Grimes, like how does that go about?
Phil, that works over there.
Okay.
I've known him for 10 plus years, and he's booked me more times than I can count.
Nice. So Phil's the man.
Absolutely.
Awesome, dude. So how I apologize. I should have asked this as soon as you walked on. How do people get a hold of you, find you?
Same Hues everywhere. So SameHues.
Got it.
Twitter, Instagram,
Okay.
website.
Music, like you're on Spotify,
Everything.
iTunes, all that good
Absolutely.
stuff, dude. So when was your first I know I kind of asked you like when you decided you were going to make this like a career, but when was like your first like album out or like kind of the first, again, music you've put out there publicly on those platforms?
This wave.
Yeah,
I
on
guess-
this wave.
Yes, this is probably 2017.
2017. Okay, again, so it's been a good while now.
Absolutely.
Dude. So what, you have any like any kind of recommendations as far as like what are the most popular songs that you notice people really catch into, or
I would check out Cruise Control.
Cruise Control,
It's
dude?
a 3-piece that I did. It's based on like a radio station. It was just long enough to go to the corner store and back.
Yeah.
So, and that was like the concept. So
I
it's all,
like that
car
description
culture.
of a song. I've never heard that before. Just long enough to go to the corner store and back.
What's your biggest like? What are your 5 biggest influences in hip hop growing up? Like, what were you listening to?
First thing I ever listened to was probably Big Pun,
Yep.
and then
Oh, I
Master
love
P
Big
came
Pun.
around, and then someone introduced me to Outkast and
Okay.
the
Okay.
Dungeon Family. So
Yeah.
that just kind of fell into like that southern
Nice.
soul form of hip hop. Obviously Eminem. I'm a
Eminem,
white
right,
MC,
sure.
It was inevitable, right?
Sure.
I really, really loved Mace
Yep.
for a while. I really loved Mace as a kid.
dude. Oh,
He's so slept
Can
on.
we, dude? Can we talk about maybe 5 podcasts ago when you were making fun of me hard for liking Mace? See, Mace was good, dude.
Now, was I making fun of you, or did you
No,
try to tell
you
me
were-
he was one
you
of the
and
top 3
Aaron were
rappers
both
ever?
making fun
the
of me.
Jiggy era of hip hop is a moment.
Yes. This is my dude.
Jiggy
Dude, you, Aaron, and you both were sitting back there making fun of me. What did she call him?
it
She had
was-
some
you-
bad
what,
name.
What we said was the top 3 rappers of all time, and you had them in your list or something.
Okay. Right?
Not even. No.
I wouldn't put him
Not
there.
if you're a
But
hip hop.
I really liked his album. Hard
Yeah.
Work
Oh
still.
yeah, yeah.
Yes,
yeah. Oh,
right,
yeah.
right. Jealous boy or jealous man, whatever that song was.
Why
We
is
got
your girl
you.
over there looking at me while
love-
I'm real steady here?
Dude,
That's
yeah,
a jam.
yeah. Mace was good. Mace was good. Okay.
He was produced well, for sure.
Who was?
He was.
What do you think of Mac Miller? Because he passed away a few years ago, and I actually just started listening to him, and I'm kind of liking it.
Amazing. Early stuff, loved it. There was an era where I didn't really fall into the music so much, but the last couple projects I think were incredible. I think
Yeah.
he was actually going to turn out to be one of the greats.
Yeah.
Like he was transitioning into a different form of an artist.
Sure.
I actually had the pleasure of knowing him in his early
Oh,
years.
nice, cool.
So it was kind of rough to see.
What
him
was
go.
he like?
Nicest man alive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
got
super
it.
nice.
Yeah, there's this song, The Spins, I keep playing on repeat over and over
Amazing.
again. Yeah, I love it. It's awesome. Okay, so
What do you love about being on stage? Like what is it?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, when they do stuff they love, whether it's like, playing sports or in your art form, like what's the one thing when other people are watching you do it live? What is one of the pulls for you? Like, what is the drug that keeps coming back? What feeling do you like most about it?
I think it's the one place I feel the most like myself.
Okay, yeah,
I've been on
sure.
stage most of my life. Like, I started off being an Italian dancer at the Italian Club because my nana was the
No
president for 15
way!
years.
Nice.
So,
No
like, my
way.
whole life I've been on stage. That, and I have, like, a hyper brain. So, like, there's always a million thoughts in it. And when I'm on stage, it all is gone.
yeah, right.
It's like I'm just there. I'm free for 30 minutes.
Right. You kind of forget about everything else. Do you kind of feel like it's like an alter ego? Like,
Yeah, I believe music in general,
Yeah.
branding is wrestling.
yeah. Dude,
That's-
Speaking of wrestling.
I'm loving this guy.
So
I mean,
he was
you
a
dress it.
professional wrestler for 6 years.
I was a professional
I know.
wrestler at one time, but
everyone looks
That's
at it that
awesome.
way.
yeah, it was fun. It was fun. But anyways, not about me, about you. So I love that you look at it that way. It's almost like, again, it's a character gimmick
Yeah,
type
I mean,
of
there's,
thing,
there's
but like,
heels, there's everything in
Right,
hip-hop,
right.
Especially in hip hop. That's the culture. And there's a massive subculture in hip hop where wrestling is a part of it.
Yeah, got
there's
it.
wrestlers that come out with, rappers come out with the belts on their shoulders. And stuff.
Right.
Well, one of our earlier podcasts, we had Montezi. He has, I believe, 12 of the intros to professional WWE superstars. He just came out with the Reno Reigns.
That's
Roman Reigns, he just wrote his song.
Roman Reigns, yeah.
But so we talked about like inspiration and like when you're on stage, you go into this kind of alter ego. What about when you're behind the microphone in a studio? Is that like way more nerve-wracking for you, or do you kind of feel the same? Because, again, and I don't want to make it about myself, but when I'm in front of an audience or in the wrestling ring, it's different because you got that big crowd. But if I'm talking in front of like, I don't know, 6 people, I get way more nervous. Do you feel that way,
me
like
too.
in a studio?
No, studio's the home.
Okay.
Me and the gentleman back there, we actually own 5 down the block.
Oh,
in
wow,
Ybor City.
okay.
Oh, sweet.
So it is like my home.
Awesome.
It's a different process, right?
Okay,
It's
yeah.
a creative space. I keep a certain group with me. I'm known to, if your energy's off, you got to go.
Yeah,
I can't
got
have you in
it.
the room.
Oh, wow.
But I wouldn't do it without Max over there.
Yeah, and your partner in crime, yeah, and that's good. It's nice to have someone that you can kind of lean on when you're in those creative moments.
Absolutely. There's a couple. Lately, there's these young gentlemen and a couple other people that I've been keeping in the circle. The guitarist named Graham. I love his energy. I love having him in the room. This girl, Just Ray, she's amazing. They're actually in a group together.
Okay,
Just check it
cool.
out. It's coming. And then a young
Well, how
guy
do we
named
find
Ben.
them?
I'm trying to think what his actual Instagram is. They have a project coming out
Okay,
shortly.
okay.
Do you know the real estate? No,
We can always
That's all right,
play.
yeah,
We can
we'll figure it out.
Yeah, I
Keep
can
going.
send you links and stuff.
Yeah.
So keeping the right energy in the room, I think, is key to it. But
Yeah.
it's a different thing, right? I'm addicted to the stage, and then the studio is work.
Got
but
it.
it's a nice place to turn your phone off.
And so
It's
you
great.
run that studio.
Yes, he's
and-
actually the lead engineer.
He's the lead engineer. Oh, awesome. Because I wanted to
Grammy
ask.
nominated, actually.
I wanted to ask you guys, like, what do you guys use? Like, I don't know if Pro Tools is like outdated at this point.
Pro Tools.
Pro Tools. Okay,
Studio,
cool.
Studio standard for sure.
So you guys just mix it all right there in the studio. That's awesome.
Where's your favorite stage in Tampa other than Gasparilla Music Festival to perform?
It's gotta be Crowbar. I grew up on
Crowbar, yeah,
Tom
Crowbar's
Tom gave
classic.
most of us our first shot, right? So
Yeah,
we got
sure.
respect back there, and love the space. There's just so much history. in it.
Crowbar used to put on our indie wrestling shows. Yeah.
Now, is that Sunday night deal that's over there?
Oh, ODS.
Yeah, ODS. Yeah.
ODS is awesome. I think that's a.
I got to get out there, man.
It's a cultural space. It's very much a particular type of hip hop. It's to the core, its roots, right? It actually represents like the 3 pillars, right? So the MC, the dance, and the art, which is nice to actually have that inner city.
Definitely.
Because that's the culture, right? Hip hop is music, but there's the culture beneath it, and that's what ODS does. Like, got to give respect to those guys.
Oh,
The
yeah.
song.
Totally. Well, I do want to get back to the Gasparilla Music Festival, but your studio, I think that's fascinating. You have your own one down there. Is it kind of open where other people can use it?
Absolutely.
Okay. Is there a way to find the studio? How do we get a hold
How
of
do we
it?
rent space?
Yeah.
5-5. So the number 5, then the word.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Word first 5. Sorry, I'm dyslexic. Legit. And then
no worries.
you can actually reach out to him.
It'll be on the screen.
You can reach out to Max as well.
Yeah.
Max Foreman.
Max Foreman. Okay.
Who's our lead engineer over there.
Yep, got it. Okay, and that's how they get a hold. And if they want to rent space or
I
go in there and
like it.
record some riffs, they can do that. And Max can help them out with that. Dude, that's awesome, dude. That's exciting stuff. So, Gasparilla Music Festival, tell us again, you're performing Friday. When exactly on Friday? Do you have a time and all that
8 p.m.,
stuff? Okay.
Tibbet Square.
Okay, awesome.
Nice.
And how long does a show from you go on for typically?
My set is 35 minutes.
Nice. And I have a feeling you're just going to rock it out on there, right?
Yeah, I'm doing something a little different this time. I actually have a 15-piece band
What?
rocking. So I have like a choir arrangement.
I feel this is going to be
violin,
huge.
brass.
After trivia, we're gonna have to shoot down there and see
Yeah,
what's up.
dude, I'm down for that. I love it when you incorporate like bands and symphonies and all that other stuff like in your hip hop, and when rappers do that, or even like when rock artists do it, like when Metallica had that S&M album or whatever it
Yeah.
was. I thought that was cool. I like the
And
incorporating
not
another
just to keep
dynamic.
marking out to the music fest, the Gasparilla Music Festival, but like I got to tell you, like it gets back to what we were talking about earlier. Like this is local people in a local venue
Yeah.
that has such connections with people that maybe are local now but weren't local 2 years ago. I mean, that's why this is so awesome, because somebody that maybe hasn't heard of you is now going to hear of you, but 2 years ago they were living in New York. 2 years ago they were living.
Absolutely.
So it's really cool that the festival does that, and we're pumped to not only get behind it, but like this is something that's got to grow for everybody because it's going to help Tampa.
It's going to get bigger and bigger. And honestly, what GMF does so great is that I genuinely think we have the best music in the country coming out of our city. We've never had the
Better say
the
that.
eye looking at
That's
us, and it's
true.
all across different genres.
It's genuine.
Right? Some of the best MCs, indie music, rock bands,
Yeah.
so on, and
I got to
it gives
agree with
that-
him too.
oh.
As a big hip hop fan myself, like on Saturday night, walking down the street, White Lie, or all these, there is spots where there's just random MC, like literally just take a mic and just go up there and like do your thing, and that's allowed here, and that's tough to find. So the music festival, like they were saying, is the Super Bowl,
Right.
but your regular season, your preseason, your playoffs, that all happens down the strip or in
Right.
different venues, and that's so cool that exists here.
Yeah, that's a good way to think of it. So this is the Super Bowl coming up this weekend when it comes to Tampa music.
He's bringing the terrible 12. He's gonna make it happen.
Absolutely.
Dude, so tell us again where to find you again specifically before we get into this lightning round.
It's Sam E, the letter E, and then
Yep.
Hues, Hues, like the colors. 'Cause
Got
I
it.
do visual art as well. Put it all together, Same Hues. That's every social media and my website.
Okay, so that's how we find you, Insta and all that other
Absolutely.
good stuff. Okay, awesome. Well, we're gonna play a quick lightning round.
Let's run it.
And if we have a prize, we'll give you a prize. Sean's in charge of prizes, so you put Sean in
You
charge
want
of
do you
things.
want the code words there?
When you put Sean in charge of prizes, you never fucking know what's gonna happen. Excuse my language. All right, so here we go. So again, there's no right or wrong answer here. These are just things like what you prefer, this or that type of game. Okay. You want to put the timer 45 seconds? You got that? You don't have your timer?
I do.
Okay. All right. So he's going to get 45 seconds on the clock. We have 14 questions to answer in under 45 seconds. Again, most of them are kind of Tampa related. Some of them are just kind of like personal related, what you prefer.
Okay.
So you tell me when to go, and I will begin.
3, 2, 1, go.
Your favorite Tampa pizza spot?
New York.
Cuban sandwich or wings?
Cuban sandwich.
Go to a Lightning game or a Bucks game?
Lightning game.
Armature Works or Sparkman Wharf?
Armature Works.
Favorite brunch spot?
That's a hard one.
All right, favorite current song?
Favorite current song. Dang, that's a hard one.
One of yours.
O2.
Busch Gardens or Universal?
Busch Gardens.
St. Pete Beach or Clearwater Beach?
St. Pete.
Most underrated spot in Tampa?
3 coins.
Texting or FaceTiming?
Texting.
Podcast or playlist?
Podcast.
Vodka or beer?
Vodka.
Is Stone Cold or The Rock?
Stone Cold.
Proudest accomplishment?
Opening the studio.
Nice. All right, ding, ding,
Love
ding.
it.
Ring the bell. Give him an applause, Fitz. I mean, he played a hell of a game. Awesome. Well, how
I
did
just
you
realized
do?
too, 47 seconds, but like here's what I realized too.
It takes me 45 seconds to read
the
it.
Timer, the timer doesn't matter at this point.
Why?
Because
Well, he's supposed to beat it in 45 seconds,
this
and
is
then
what
he
you
gets a
said.
prize.
And I quote, if you get it, you might get a prize. Get what?
Well, you're
Just the
supposed to
time.
have prizes. I just said
But,
that.
prize was
so
I
why
gonna
don't you
get?
just say, here's our lightning round. Sean's going to give you something when you're done.
Okay, Sean's going to give you something.
Let's
when
just
you're
do
done.
that.
Okay, all right. Next time I'll do that. Thank you guys. Fuck. All right. So, anyways, well, thank you for playing and thank you for coming.
Thank you for
Friday
having me.
night, we're
Seriously,
definitely
I'm
going
gonna
to
come out
check
and
you
see it.
out, man. That's awesome. Congratulations
Appreciate
on
it very much.
performing at the Gasparilla Music
do we
Festival
find
this
you?
Friday. You find me at Tampa is Life or tampaislife.com. And what about you? Go ahead, do the plug.
That was my plug.
Yeah, that's where your way of doing
You
the plugs.
find me at vintage_gimmick on Instagram. It's a great follow if you like vintage and gimmicks. And then we're at 2213 East 6th Avenue, just behind the Columbia Restaurant. And see you Friday night for trivia. And then we're going to head over and watch this guy rip up the stage
Hell
with the
yeah.
12-piece, baby.
Yeah, check us out at What's Good Tampa Show. We'll be right back.
That's all I'm saying.
Dude.
What do you mean group chat?
Send it in the group chat
every day.
No. Last thing I saw.
I can't believe you confessed that I did
Yeah.
tell you the
You were
podcast.
gonna get
was
away
the
with
one
that,
thing.
too, and
You
then-
were about to get away with it
You
because I
were.
was too lazy to look through.
No, but Austin was
You're-
diving in knowing it was you.
Dude, I knew it. I knew I told him.
Oh,
Still getting
I
away
knew
with it
it.
because there was no time mentioned. There was not mentioned.
Well,
Dude,
we're not going to shoot
stop
it at
it
6
with-
in the morning. We already
Stop
know
with
when
the time.
if
You
we're
knew
gonna
it was
shoot.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
You knew it was Wednesday.
If it's
I'm
Wednesday,
kidding you.
if it's Wednesday, it's Wednesday.
In my
Dude.
head is like it's Saturday because I'm scheduling one day for the podcast.
But you already said.
But I told you it
already
was
said you
Wednesday.
overread his thing, which means you read it and forgot.
And I bet
After
you.
he told me like, can you bring Coke? And I'm like, what?
I bet you his
yeah, that
text.
was my bad. I shouldn't have even
I
said
bet.
that.
I
Also,
bet
we
you.
should have drinks here for us.
Especially
You
we
got
have
beer
none
in
for
there?
our
You want
guests.
beer?
No.
But we. Anyway. Gasparilla Music Festival.
We're going to be full in effect. She told me, just don't be obnoxious. And good thing that's not
good
me.
luck. No, I promise we'll be on our best behavior, but we're going to be there actually podcasting Saturday, so we would love you to come by and say hello. Actually, all three of us, Fitz included, will be there. You know, Fitz has his own fan base.
Yeah, Naughty Nate loves him.
Yeah, I know he does. I know, and so does Dave.
Dave loves him too. Yeah, it was
I
good to see Dave. By the way, we should mention too, thank you so much to Goat Coffee for bringing supplies.
Yeah, seriously.
By the way,
Look
we're
at
gonna,
this.
That stack.
Look at that new stack, Fitz.
We're gonna cut some promos, but you can actually purchase now Goat Coffee here at the Gimmick.
And again, I'm not a huge coffee drinker, as people know, but it's actually pretty good. It's
It
one of the
is.
better coffees I've had. So definitely, you can come by and pick up a Goat Coffee here at the Gimmick. That's exciting.
So what did you think? I mean, you're a big time music fan and musician yourself. Are you super excited to not only go and podcast and enjoy everything that's going on, but to listen to the music as well?
Yeah, I am, and because I've been before. It's been a few years, but I remember I had such a blast when I went, and so I'm excited to go back and this time experience at kind of like a different level. We're going to be kind of, getting to talk with a lot more of the musicians before when I just kind of looked at it as an audience. So that's great. But I can tell you again from personal experience, it's an awesome show and it's a lot of fun. So I know we're going to have a good time.
Yeah, it was an honor to have them on too, to reach out to us and make it. It makes us. It makes us feel really good that not only are we reaching the Tampa people, but they're going to get some good information for what's going on around.
Yeah, and it makes me feel good that we could have someone on who's also like they're doing it for such a great cause.
Definitely.
And that like the Recycle Tunes thing, that almost made me teary eyed. A story. I love that.
I didn't cry, but it was a good. It was awesome. It was a good idea.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. So again, you can catch us there on Saturday. We'll be podcasting, but don't forget about their happy hour on Friday night from 4 to 7. And I guess that's pretty much it for this episode,
That's
right?
it. Fitz, you got anything?
Nope.
All right.
Gucci.
How do you find you?
Vintage_gimmick on
Yep.
Instagram.
Yep.
Tampa is live.
Tampa is live. Fitz, how do we find you?
Yeah, Fitz A.
Yeah, it's Fitzay.
Fitz.
Hey, you know what? Just figure it. Just start typing in FITZ. You'll find
You can't
him.
miss
Yeah,
him. You
Fitz,
can't miss him.
AEY.
Yeah.
And
All right.
At What's Good Tampa Show. We'll see you guys next
Drown
time.
my sound out with the outro.
Peace.
Thanks for listening to the What's Good Tampa Show. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us on Instagram at What's Good Tampa Show, or visit what'sgoodtampa.com to get involved with the show. See you next time.